This is just a quick video explaining how to put the cleaning thread into the feeder tube for a PRC machine. What we've got here today is a PRC6, so if I turn on the pump, that's an example of its noise during operation. So one of the easiest ways I found is you remove the arm. He says trying to do it single-handedly, and you'll notice here at the end of the feed tube, stay steady, there's a little piece of rubber pipe. We use that to stop the nylon thread fraying from the brass edge. So the method I prefer is just to suck on the end here, but that looks a bit undignified. So there is an alternative method for anyone that doesn't fancy it. Here is the end of the tube. There was some suction there when the pump turns on. So let's see if I can do this single-handedly. If I could just put it on the top here. Almost. Yep, there it is. Okay, so now if I turn that on, there is some suction there on my finger. Now the reason for this is it's all well and good trying to thread it, but it's quite difficult. So if I just make sure that's the right way round. So here you can just about see, yes, it's quite blurry, I do apologise for this, I'm not a professional cameraman, so I'll see if I can get that into the end of the tube. There it is. And if I move that piece of foam out the way, with apologies for the mess, this is a working factory, so we do have many machines going out before Christmas. But yeah, it has actually sucked through, so I'm not sure if you can see it there, but there indeed is a thread there. So let's just turn the suction pump off. Other models are available, but this is what we happen to have to hand at the moment. This has been extensively tested. It's been had a pack testing. We do that even for the units which go out to the USA and other places use 110 volts. That's just a test to make sure that the insulation and there's no earth leaking. Again, apologise. It's difficult to do this single-handedly. So yeah, there is thread there. And then again, it's just to repeat the process. We'll be putting the thread through the suction nozzle. So let me just put that to one side. Oh, it's pulled quite a lot of thread through. There we go. Now it's out of it. So somewhere. Apologies, I'm just looking for the little piece of rubber we use for protecting the end of the feeder tube. I put it there. There it is. It's on the platter. Right, so what I'm trying to do here, and I'm sorry if this is off frame, here we go. So the end of the cleaning thread is there. I'm just going to put this piece of rubber on and hopefully not push that down into the tube. There we are. So now I can put the arm back onto its base. Again, apologies, this is single-handed, so it's not the most deft of operations. But there we go. So now I reattach the suction tube to the top. No, that's not the top, there's the top. Apologies for being out of focus. There we go. So now, if we turn the pump on, and I do believe it has just sucked that through, so I'm going to feed it a bit more thread. A bit more thread. Let's have a look at the jar, shall we? See when it comes through. There it is. And No, it hasn't come through quite yet. Ah, there it is. It's just inside the pipe there, so we give it a bit more. There does appear to... Can that focus? Right, I'm not sure you see it, but there is a bit of a knot there, and that is why there is a bit of suction. Oh well, this is a first take after all. I seem to have given it too much slack, and I believe that's why the problem is, so I'm just going to turn suction off. We've been talking about doing these videos for many months now, and you're right, that's just pulled it out. And there's always been delays because, again, top priority is getting these machines out to you, the customer. But I do think it's important to do this because we do answer this about twice every week of how to put it in. But anyway, probably can't see it, but there is thread moving in there. And it's going down, down. And is it in the jar yet? Yes, it is in the jar. Okay, if I turn that off, it should stop vibrating. And that's how to put the cleaning thread into the jar.